on Dynamic CRM, starting from Dynamic CRM to Power Apps and Power Platform. And here are my blogs and Twitter ID and my YouTube channel and my personal ID available. If you have any queries or doubt related to the session which I'm just taking, you can feel free to ping me in Twitter or in my live ID. And the session which I'm just taking is already available in my YouTube channel also. So that was a bit small session. I have clearly explained over there how to write a JavaScript over there. So you can just, you are good to have a look on there also. But here I just go with the step-by-step behaviors, how to create a JavaScripts, because why JavaScript we are using and what are the operations which we are using in the model run app, and how can we call an web API call. So because usually the onload, on save and on change operation, we can easily cover it up in the model driven app, but some of them may not know how to retrieve some values from one table to another table. So such kind of thing, how we can easily use by using a tool, how can we implement that in our system and how we can achieve that. So that type of thing we can able to see it in today's session. So let's go with the one, why JavaScript. So as in this one session we have seen a business rule available, like for example, if a field contains data, we want to enable or disable a field, or we want to show some alert or some show notification or such kind of thing, we can able to achieve it in the business rule. But why we can use the JavaScript? So whenever we want to perform some operations, like I want to check the, for example, I have an account entity and I have an opportunity entity available. It's a related entity. If I want to get some data from the related entities, so such kind of behavior we can't able to achieve in business rule. So we want to perform such kind of operation here. So for that, we are good to go with what can I say, the JavaScript calls. So, but even though the business rule is a client-side script, I mean, both are running in a client-side scripting. Whenever we have a JavaScript and business rule, the JavaScript operation will trigger first, then only the business rule will trigger, as a second operation. So where we can use a JavaScript, so the JavaScript we can use it in the form level and on a ribbon level, or else whenever we want it as a web resource, we are going to create a JavaScript as a web resource in the Power Apps, so that we can directly use the same web resource in our form and we can use our coding over there. So these are the places which we can perform the operations, and using this JavaScript we can trigger our Microsoft Flow also, or we can call our action, so, or we can use get a value from some third-party services. So such kind of thing we can use a JavaScript to get the values easily, and we can perform the operations. Then going on the slide, so there are three operations available. One is onload operation, when that will trigger when a page gets loaded. Where, for example, if you are opening a new page, automatically the onload operation will get triggered. So on change operation, when you are performing some change in a field level, automatically this on change operation will trigger. So on save, while you are saving the form, this on save operation will trigger. It's a pretty simple one. Now I'm just going to a basics of the script which we are using in the, what can I say, the JavaScript in model run app. So first thing, so whenever we are going with an operation, so initially we have used xrm.page, but xrm.page is going to be deprecated. So for that we are using an execution context. From that execution context, we are getting the value of form context. So if you want to get a value, you can just directly use a get value of the logical name. Automatically you can retrieve the value from the text box. If you want to set some value to the field, instead of get value, you are just going to pass a set value. That's it. There is no much complex logic into the code. Get value and set value is going to be used in all the places for getting the value from a field or setting a value to a field. If you want to show some notification to a field, you can directly use, there are three types of notification. One is error notification and warning notification and information. There are three types of notification available. We can directly use these three notifications by passing error or warning or information to show some notification in the form. And to disable or enable a field, so the same way whatever I said, here we are going to get a control of that, what can I say, the field, and we are going to use a Boolean value as a true or false. That's it. So by if you are passing as a true, the field will automatically gets locked. If you are passing as false, the field automatically gets enabled. The same way for enabling or visible or hiding a field, the same way we can use what can I say, true or false as a Boolean value. It will automatically say whether the field is enabled or not. The only thing which we need to make sure for setting a value to a lookup field, we need to pass this type of array here. So this array is like, for example, we need to create an array and we need to pass a GUID of a record and the name of the record and the logical name of the record. If we pass this values only, we can able to set a value to a lookup. Why we are setting this one, I'll just while going into a demo, I'll just explain you why we are using these type of lookup values and why we are using a set value in a normal text fields. So before wasting our time, so I'll just start my quick demo so that we can learn a lot of stuff, cool stuff related to the JavaScripts. So I'll just go to my environment. Cool. So this is my environment. So first navigate to make.powerapps.com. I'm just creating a new solution here. So I'll say I'll select a publisher. So if you want to create a new publisher, you can just create a new publisher. Why I'm just creating a new solution. So whenever you are creating a new solution, whenever we want to move the solution from one environment to another environment, we can just export this solution and we can directly import it. Or else you want to manually add this content over here. For example, I have worked this out of the solution. Then if you're adding a solution and if while trying to import, it may ask for dependencies, whether we are not sure whether we have added all the dependencies related to this solution or not. So to avoid such kind of behavior, we can directly create a solution and we can use a solution over here. So let me create an publisher over here. So I'll just save this one. Now the publisher created successfully. Let's wait for some time. Yeah, it loaded. I'll just select this publisher. I'll just create this solution. So once the solution gets created, I'll just open this solution. Let me create a new table here. So after creating a solution, what it will do, whenever after creating this one, the name, the prefix will automatically taken by the publisher name here. So let me say it is account, and I'll just save this table. Okay, it's taking quite a lot. Let me just open my next step. I'll just open my Visual Studio to write a JavaScript. I'll create a new project. Sorry. Okay, cool. I think let it get load. So I'll just open this account table. I'll just go to columns. So here you can able to see the an out of box field automatically gets what can I say? It automatically gets loaded. So this is a name file which we have created. Automatically gets created. So we'll just take a simple scenario. Whenever a page gets loaded, I want to show an alert with this name, a simple solution. So for that, first I'll just go here. I'll just create an application. Let me say apps. Just go here. So here there is an option available. So I'll just go to all, here new, so more, and here you can able to see web resource available. So I'll just select this web resource. So here is where our web resource is going to available. So I'll just provide a name as account.js and the name as account.js, and this file is going to be a JavaScript file. That's it. So now I'll just go to my Visual Studio. It loaded. So I'll add a new item. Okay. So I can say account.js. Okay, it's loaded. Now I'm just going to write an onload operation. So whenever you want to write an operation, you want to say function onload operation. That's it. So this is where when an operation is triggered, this is the function name and this is the function. So from this function, this function name will automatically get triggered. So once I done this one, I'll just what I'll do. I'll just open this file. I'll just copy this. I'll go here. I'll click on choose file. I'll just select this file. I think it's not there. Let me say account.js. Account.js. I'll just save this one. Now the JavaScript file gets created successfully. Now we need to invoke the function which is written in this JavaScript in my table. How can I do that? So for that, I'll just open this table again. I'll go to forms. So here a main form available. I'll just open the main form. So let it load. So within the meantime, okay, it's loaded perfectly. So here at the left, you can able to see an option called form libraries. You need to just click on this form library and click on add library here. So once the add library, what this add library will do, what are the JavaScript which is available in the system, it will automatically show all the values over here. I can say that account.js. So here you can able to see PSC underscore account. So I'll just select this one. I'll scroll down and I'll add this. So we have done what we have done. We just created an entity. We just created a simple function called function onload. And in that onload, I mean, after that, we just published that web resource to our system and we added that web resource to a form. That's it we have done till now. Cool. Once it's done, so what I'll do, I want to trigger an onload event. So here you can able to see if I click on this event, there are two events available. One is onload event and another one is, sorry, on save event and onload event. There are two events available. If I click on a form, automatically if I go there, here the event change it to on change event, which means it dependent on a field. So now we need to write an onload event. So what I'll do, I'll just go to events. Sorry, I'll just go to events. I'll just select an event handler here. So it's PSC underscore account.js. And this is the function name which we had given. So I'll just copy this onload. So I'll just paste, sorry. I'll just paste this function name. So here you can able to see pass execution context as a first parameter. What is this? So as I said earlier, the XRM.page is going to be deprecated. After xrm.page, xrm.page is not there, we are going to use this execution context as a first parameter. So what we'll do, we'll just go to the what can I say, the Visual Studio again. So as I said earlier, if we pass this execution context as a parameter, we are going to pass execution context as a parameter here. So once this done, so I'll just click on done here. I'll just save this file. I'll just publish this. Within the meantime, what I'll do, so once we get a execution context, what I want to do, I want to just, for now, I'm not going to write any code. I'm just going to show, I'm just putting a debugger so that I'll just go by step process. How can we retrieve each and every values here? So what I've done, I just passing the execution context and I'm just putting a debugger over here. So once this done, I'll just go back. I'll just click on web resource. Just select it again. I'll just click on edit. I'll choose a file. I'll just select this account.js. I'll just save this. I'll publish this one. Yeah, it's done. Now I'll just go to the table again. I'll go to data. Come on. Yeah, give me a sec, 1 second. Yeah, hope I'm audible now. Perfect. Let me just refresh the screen again. Yeah, perfect. Hope I'm audible. Ras, am I?
Yes, you are.
Perfect, perfect. So now I'll just go to add records. Okay, so what I'll do, so to open a debugger, I'll just select, click on a button called F12. So if you click on a F12, automatically this the debugger will automatically gets loaded. So I'll just click on Control P. So here you can search for a file called pack_account.js. So what I'll do now, I'll just say refresh. So here you can able to see our debugger automatically gets populated. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this execution context. I'll just put this execution context over here. So after this context, we want to get a form context of this execution context. So what I'll do, execution context dot get form context. So this is how you can able to get the form context. So what I'll do, where form context equal to this one. So now if I search for this form context, I'll get a value. So now I want to get a value. As I said earlier, I want to get the name field value. So what I'll do, so as I showed in the PPT, is a simple code. We are going to say that we are going to get attribute and the get value. So I'll just copy this one. I'll just go to this code. I'll just paste this one, and my logical name is pac dot underscore name. So here you can able to see the value is null because this is a new record. While opening the new record, we are getting this one. So what I'll do, I'll just copy the same one here. I'll just go to my Visual Studio. I'll just paste this one. So I got a form context here. After getting a form context, I'm trying to get a name of the value. So what I'll do, if this one equal to null, which means if it is a new record, or else there is an option called form type. So there are different form types available, whether it is a create form or whether it is an update form. So such kind of validation also you can do. For now, our demo purpose, I'm just doing this one. If it is a null, I'll just say, for now, I'll just show an alert like it's a new record. Else, what I'll do, I'll just show an alert. So there is an option called xrm.utility.alert dialog. So we can just use an alert dialog, but I don't want to overcomplicate that one. So I'm just showing a simple alert over here. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this same get value and I'll just paste it. So I'll just put a semicolon over here. So that's it. What I'll do now, I'll just again go to my system again. I'll go to web resource. I'll just edit this one. I'll just select the account. I'll just publish this one. Cool, it's done. So now I'll just refresh the screen. It's not loaded. Let me make a hard refresh again. So it's done. So I'll just click on F10 so that what it will do, as the value name is null, so it is going and showing me alert that it's a new record. Let me just click on OK. So let me say test and I'll just save this one. So here you can able to see it shows a test, which means a record gets saved and it's an update form and it contains a value. On load of the form again, automatically this value gets loaded. I mean, it shows an alert. So this is how we can just write a simple function to what can I say, getting a value and putting it over there, showing a values over there, or else we can just show another value here. So for now, what I'll do, if it is a null, I'm just going to set a value as new record. I'll just save this file. I'll go back. I'll just choose a file here. I'll just publish this. Cool. Let me just have a refresh. So I'll just go and create a new record. So here, while creating a new record, automatically I set a value over there. The value automatically gets set as new record. Now I'll just save this one. So automatically my alert get populated. That's it, simple. So this is how we can easily write an onload operation here. Now we'll just go for other scenarios as well. So I'll just go with an function on change operation. So I'll just say, as I said earlier, we need to pass an execution context. So I'll just pass the same execution context here. So I'll just copy the same line from there and I'll just paste it over here, because from the execution context, I'm just getting the form context. After getting the form context, what I'm just checking is, I'll just use the same line. If it is not equal to null, I want to make this field, what can I say, read only, else I want to make it as editable. So we'll just take a simple scenario. So what I'll do, if it is not null, this is the one which we are going to use for set disable. So I'll just copy this one. So I'll just copy this pack name, set disabled false. It is the value contains, if it is, I mean, if it is not null, I'm just I'm not disabling it, else I'm just disabling it. That's it, simple code I'm just written. So what I'll do, so I'll just go there, I'll just select this account.js, I'll publish this one. Now we have configured some place. Okay, when a page gets loaded, this operation should trigger. The same way we need to configure this onChange operation in some place. So for that, so I'll just go to table again, I'll go to forms. So here I'll just open the main form. So I'll just select this name, what can I say, name field. I'll go to events, I'll add an event handler here. So the event handler is an onChange operation. I'll select, put that onChange operation, and I'll just pass the execution context. And I'll just click on done. I'll save it. I'll publish it. Cool. Now I'll just go there. I'll just make a hard refresh. And this operation will only trigger on change of the field alone, because we have registered it in a onChange event. So what I'll do, I'll just remove this field. So sorry, I think I have made a mistake. It should be an owner ID field. Go. Because sometimes the cache may be available, so I'm just refreshing multiple times, nothing else. So what I'll do, so here you can able to see the owner field automatically gets locked. Now if I input some value, automatically this field gets enabled. So this operation is getting triggered on change of that field, so that this automatically gets lock or unlock based on the function whatever we have written, which is automatically gets showed here. So this is how we can write an onChange operation. The same way as I said earlier, a simple operation like I'll just go to the form again. I'll just go to form. I'll open the main form again. I'll go to events. So here an onSave operation available. What I'll do, so if you want, we can just call the same function, or for now I'll just say onSave operation. That's it. I'm just triggering an onSave operation here with the same operation, whatever the alert and all the stuff is showing the same. I'm just doing it on onSave operation on click of that field also. So once after I done this one, I'll just add this one. I'll add an onSave operation here. So I'll just save it. I'll just publish this one. Just go back. Cool. I'll just make a hard refresh. So what I'll do, I'm just entering some value and I'll just click on save. So the updated value which is triggering in the on save operation. So cool. So there are three types of operation, as I said earlier, like one is on load, on change, and on save operation. So on load and on save operation, we can configure it in a single place, but on change, each and every field, wherever the field is available, we need to directly go there and we need to configure that one. So this is how we need to use on load, on save, and on change operation. Let's go for a lookup field. How the same get value and set value will work in lookup fields. So I'll just expand this table. I'll create a new column. I'll add a column called parent account. I'll select a lookup field. I'll select which account I need to select here. 1 second. So let me rename it to parent account. Yeah, let's save this table. Cool. Now this is my account. So I'll just go to column again. I'll add a column. Let's say parent account. Just say lookup. I'll select a related table called parent account. I'll just click on done. I'll just save this one. So I'll just go to form again. I'll go to main form. I'll go to the table columns. I'll just drag and drop over here. Now I'll just save this one. I'll just click on publish. Perfect, it's done. So now I'll just go back. I'll go to this record. I'll just make a hard refresh. Now the field automatically gets added. So what I'll do, I'll just go to F12 again, which is nothing but a debugging tool. Sorry, the developer tool. I'll just go to source. I'll search for pac_account.js. I'll just put a debugger in on save operation. What I'll do, I'll just select some values over here. I'll just select this one. So before that, I'll just go back to here. So I'll copy this logical name, which is nothing but pac_ parent account. So I'll just put it in a notepad. So now I'll just click on save. So I'll just go to form context. After getting the form context, so I want to use a get attribute of my parent account field or get value. Here you can able to see we get an array of collection, but the same if we try to get the value for a text field, we got a name value directly. So while setting the value, as I said earlier in my PPT, whenever we want to set a value, so these are all the three main attributes we want to set it. One is ID, name, and entity type. So here you can able to see there are three things available. One is entity type, ID, and name. So this is how we can able to, if you want to set a value for a lookup, so obviously we need to pass these three parameters. So now how can I get this value and show an alert or do some operations? How can I do that? So I'll just copy this one. So here you can able to say it's an array, so 0. So it is only one record available, so I'll just put a 0. So then what I'll do, I'll just select for my entity type. So I'll get a value of my entity type. I'll just click on ID. So I got an ID easily. The same way for the name. So after getting this one, if you want to do any operations with this one, like in this alert, JavaScript alert, I have showed it like with dot get value. So automatically instead of get value, you can just pass any of this one, whether you can pass it as a entity type or whether you want to get an ID or whether you want to get a name. So by passing these names, you can able to perform or you can able to retrieve some values from a lookup and you can easily perform this. The same way, let's go for an option set field as well. So I'll just create a new option set field as well. Make a say choice field. Choice 1. The same way, whenever we are going for setting a value, we can't directly set a choice field value by passing a text value. So we need to pass a value so that only it will automatically set the choice field values. So while getting a values also, we won't get an what can I say, a text. We will get a number only, which is nothing but I'll just show you where the number is coming from. So I'll just go to ABC. So this is a choice field. I'll just add a choice field over here. I'll save it. I'll just publish this one. I'll go back. I'll go to columns. So choice field, yeah. So I'll just copy this logical name and I'll just put it in my notepad. Now I'll just go back again. I'll make a refresh. Okay, so I'll just go to debugger again to show you how the choice field works. So I'll select this choice field and I'll just click on save. So I'll just go back. I think I need to go to form context. Yeah, so I got a form context. So form context dot get attribute of a choice field dot get value. So here you can able to see we will get a numbers. We won't get the text values over here. So because this is an option set field, based on the option set field, we'll just get a value from that number and the number of the option set value where it is residing. So before we are having a string map table available, the same kind of string map table is we are getting a value from there. The same way we are getting the values from here. So how we'll know which value or which field we need to set it. So for that, you can just directly go here. So here you can able to see choice field available. If you open the choice field here, you can able to see choice, edit choice available. You just click on edit choice and you can see view more. So this is the value which is there. So while creating a new choice, you can able to set this value, or this is an out of box choice field number. So we can directly use that one also. So this is how we can use the, what can I say, the choice field in our operations. So now currently we have seen how to write an onload operation, how to configure onload, on save, on change operation, and how we can get a lookup field value, how we can get an option set value, which is nothing but a choice field value. Now we'll go for a web API side here. How we can use a web API. So web API. So for now, consider this is an account table. So I'll just create a new table called opportunity table. Let's take up a scenario here. So an account table is available, an opportunity table is available. If any opportunity available for that account, I want to enable or disable, or I want to hide some values. So how can I directly navigate from one entity to another entity to check whether the value is available or not? Let's see that. So what I'll do, I'll just go to a table. I'll say opportunity. I'll just save this one. So I'll just expand this one. I'll just go to columns. I'll just add a column here called account. I'll add a lookup here to account. I'll just save this one. I'll just save this table. That was a long. Let's save this again. Not unique. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just say account current account an opportunity. Let's say opportunity. I'll just save this now. Cool, it's saved. I'll just go to form. Okay, so it's not loaded. I'll make a hard refresh. Okay, I'll just go to main form. I'll just go to the table. I'll just drag and drop it here. I'll just save this one. I'll just click on publish. Cool, it's done. I'll just go to this account table. I'll make a hard refresh. I'll just close this one. I'll go to related. So here you can able to see opportunities automatically gets came. So I'll just select this opportunity. I'll click on new opportunity. So here, as the relationship already available, a mapping will be automatically available from account table to this table. So automatically this account gets mapped. So I'll just say opportunity one. I'll just save and close. So now here you can able to see for this account there is an opportunity available. So whenever an opportunity available, I want to make this field what can I say a disable. Such kind of thing will just take on scenario, or we don't want to visible this field. So how can I do that? So you just directly go, if you are having XRM toolbox, you can directly download a CRM risk builder over there, or else you can directly import a solution in your system with a CRM risk builder. So once you import it, that will provide you an easy way of writing a code related to this web API call and all those stuff. So what I'll do, so here once after you import it, you'll get a solution like this, and you'll get an option called CRM risk builder. Just select that CRM risk builder. So here you can able to see there are multiple operations available. So one is with retrieve single, which is nothing but we can retrieve only one record. For example, if I want to make an account, I'll just go here. So I'll just go to end. I'll just copy this GUID. I'll go here. So it's just nothing but PAC underscore account. I'll just paste this GUID. So what I'll do, I'll need a name field. I want an account ID field. I want a choice field. I want a parent. So whatever field you want, you just select that one and create a request. So this is a XML HTTP request. Using this request, there are two type of request available. One is asynchronous, which is nothing but, for example, you are having 5 line of code. If this is the first line of code, it won't wait for the result, but it will automatically trigger for the second, third, and fourth line. If you are going with the synchronous mode, the first line should get completely success, then only it will go for the next line of code. That is the difference over here. Now what I'll do, I'll just go with the synchronous mode. I'll just click on execute. So here you can able to see based on the GUID only one record, it automatically fetches this record. That's it. The same way, there are another option available, which is nothing but xrm.web-api. So the recommended is to use xrm.web-api because it's asynchronous call. So it is good to use go with the xrm.web-api. So I'll just execute the code. The same result will be there. Now I'll just go with retrieve multiple. What this retrieve multiple is, we can, apart from a GUID, we can able to retrieve with some name, like a name equal to test, or parent account ID contains data, or such kind of thing. We can directly use a retrieve multiple. It's pretty like same as a fetch XML, how advanced find how we are using. The same way we can go with a retrieve multiple here. Now the next option is create operation. For an account, what are the parameters you want? You can just add that parameter and you can pass that parameter dynamically. But here you can generate a code. For example, I'll just say test, and I'll just go here. So here we are going with the create operation. If you click on create, touch it, the record gets created. So while you are going with your original code, you need to pass this as a dynamic value. You need to pass this record ID, entity ID as a dynamic to get the record created. The same way for update, record, delete. So such kind of behavior available. Now I'll just go with another one now here. So I'll just go with the PAC underscore opportunity. And here I want to pass my account ID. So my account ID is this ID. So I'll just go to create request. So this is the request which we are getting. Sorry, I'll go to retrieve multiple. I'll go to account. Sorry, it's an account opportunity. I'll just paste this one. I'll just click on create request. Oops. Just paste this one. What happened? Okay. Let's make a refresh. I'll just go to retrieve multiple. I'll go to PAC underscore opportunity. I'll go with account. I'll just paste this one. Just click on create request. I'll just click on result. So I got a values over here. Now what I'll need to do, I'll just select only one columns here, which is nothing but and name field. That is enough because I don't want to retrieve all the values. I want only one values here. What I'll do, so I'll just simply copy this fully. That's it. I'll just go to my onload operation. So for now, I'll just comment these lines. I'll just paste this line over here. That's it. So what they are doing it here, just go to 100. So here we are going to the opportunity entity and we are getting select, we are getting the name. And here we are passing the name of that, GUID of the record, then we are processing it. That's it. So here there are multiple ways available. Now for our demo purpose, due to time constraint, I'm just directly hard coding this value and I'm sending it. There is an operation called get ID. We can use that get ID by passing that get ID to different records based on the record which you are opening. So what I'll do now, so once this done, here you can able to see we are getting the length of the value. So what I'll do, I'll just say var get length from opportunity service. I'll set it to 0. Sorry. I'll just copy this one. I'll just paste this one. I'll just say equal to, I'm just passing the length. What is the length? The result of the length, I'm just passing it here. That's it. So once I done this one, so as I said earlier, if you're passing it as true, then it's called an asynchronous operation. If you're passing it as false, it's a synchronous operation. That's it. So what I'll do, I'll just go with the synchronous operation. So here, what I'll do now, I'll just say if this one is greater than 0, I want to make my parent account field as not visible. I'll just say visible false. I'll just copy this one. I'll just go here. Just copy this parent account ID logical field. Just put a double quotes and set visible as false. else visible as true. That's it. So I'll just enable my debugger again. Perfect. So just enable my form context also. Perfect. So I'll just save this one. I'll just go here. I'll just go back. I'll go to my web resource. I'll select the account.js. I'll just click on edit. This is my account.js. I'll just save this one. I'll just publish this. So I'll go to this one again. Just make a hard refresh. I'll just open my developer tool as well. So my developer tool triggered. So I'll just go step by step here. So I'll just put a debugger over here. So here the ready state is 4 and we got a response. So the result we got it as 1. So what it will do, it will come over here. It is greater than 0. It will make that parent account ID field as visible as false. So now I'll just close this one. Now here you can't able to see the parent account ID because we are having that an opportunity available. So I'll just go to opportunity again. I'll delete this opportunity. I'll go to general. I'll make a refresh again. So here you can able to see the parent account ID automatically gets populated because there is no record available in the opportunity. So this is how we can easily write a web API call from what can I say, the model driven app to get a values from different entities, whether you want to get as I said earlier here, multiple operations like retrieve single or multiple, or create operation, update operation, delete, associate. So all the things we can able to easily do it. Or else if you want to call an action also, if you are created any action is nothing but I'll just go here, I'll just go to process. So okay, so I'll just click on new. Yep, it's taking much time. So I'll say demo action. I'll just say action and I'll select the entity as account. I'll just click on OK. Yeah, cool. I think it is taking much time. Okay, within the meantime, we'll see if there is any questions available. Ras, any question is there for answering? You can see a lot of questions. Okay.
We have a couple of new questions at the bottom of the chat here.
Yep.
So Kripesh asks, which method is preferred, putting debugger on code or adding breakpoints on source code by inspecting?
So as you know that we are a developer here. So as a developer, sometimes if there is a cache available or such kind of thing, if you put a debugger also, I mean manually, instead of writing a debugger inside the code, you can directly go and put a debugger over there. If you make a hard refresh, the debugger won't be available. So you just put a debugger, debug the code, and remove the debugger from there, because sometimes as a developing we will forget to remove the debugger. Well, it will, while it going to production environment, that will cause an issue over there. So put a debugger over there, remove it from there once after you test it.
Okay, great. And Jason asks, is there any benefit to using REST Builder to generate code instead of using xrm.web API?
No, it's not like we can use both of them. Will going to provide a same response here. So why I'm just asking you to go with xrm.web API is it's an out-of-box behavior which is providing by the Microsoft easily. So we can directly go with that one. When we need to go with the other options like with the jQuery or with the XML HTTP request. So the XML HTTP request we can go with whenever a ribbon button we need to show or hide in a synchronous mode, because a ribbon button, once it loaded, we can't able to make it hide or visible. So while during a load only, we need to make it visible, visible or disable that button. So for that, we need to go with XML HTTP request for the buttons alone. But if you are going inside our code, we need to. It's good to go with a XML XML.web API request.
Good stuff. Okay, and Rudra asks, what are the best practices for remote debugging?
Remote debugging, that was a good one, but as you know that it's a client-side scripting. So client-side scripting doesn't need a remote debugging over here. So whatever you want, if you, I mean, because the code is available from your end also. If you are a system administrator to that system, you will have access to the code. You can directly open the code. You can put a debugger, as I said earlier, and you can debug it in the client-side scripting. Because if you are having a plugin, then we can directly use a remote debugging, like by getting the what can I say, the IAS. In that IAS we need to what can I say, expose that into HTTPS, then we can debug it over there. But that is related to a plugin level. But this is for a JavaScript, so it's a client-side scripting. You can debug outside the system or inside a system in a browser.
Good stuff. Okay, I think we'll have one more question, and then we'll move on to Satya's session. So Kripesh again asks, can we use xrm.web API for synchronous operation?
No, there is no other way. So that's why I said xrm.web API we can use inside a form to do some other operations or all those the stuff. But if you are going with XML HTTP request, then only you can achieve the synchronous operations.
Okay, we've just had another one saying you oh, that's an odd question. It's more of an addition you can use with prom. Okay, another one just in now. Do you know any solutions to configure IntelliSense in Visual Studio?
Case of now, I did not try that one, but I'll just give a try and I'll give you an update. You can just reach me out in person so that I just have a look on that one and I'll give you an update. As I did not try that one, I don't want to provide any invalid answers here.
All right, excellent. So yeah, if you haven't already, you can drop your contact details.
Yeah, I think
in the chat.
yes.
Yep. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ram.
Provide over here. So I think what I want to just conclude is when an action gets triggered, so as it's taking a lot of time, so if you just select an action and what is the entity, as I said, we have selected an account entity over here. If an action available, automatically that action will automatically gets populated here in the REST builder. That's it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ram.
Thank you. Just reach me out if you have any queries or related to Dynamics or Power Apps or related to CRM. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we're bang on time for the next session. So Satya, are you there?
Hi, Kiara. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
So yeah, if you're ready to go, hang on a second. You can. Just a second. Let me sort this out. One more minute, and then we can get started with yours. Start recording.